Hello and welcome to Boomer Live. Today I have with me a very special guest on the show. It is Sriram Somayajula, sir. He is the analyst of the Delhi Capitals IPL team. Today he's with us to share his experience as an analyst, how his journey has been with the Delhi Capitals and with many other teams as well. Welcome on the show, Sriram, sir.
Hi, how are you, Abel?
Yes,
Thank you.
yeah. Sriram, sir, just getting to you first up. How did the career in cricket analysis or data analysis start for you? Because it's a very intriguing career, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, for any youngster, when they want to do something, the first thing that comes to their mind is getting involved in sports. So for me, as much as it was, an interesting opportunity that I had, then it was also good learning so far in the last, say, so many years that I have been part of this industry. So it's a very exciting journey so far, and I have thoroughly enjoyed every single moment, the ups and downs, the lows and highs, everything.
Yeah.
Uh, Apart from that, just when I started this career, there were it was a lot different than what it is right now. So it's a learning every single day.
Absolutely. So I just want to say there would be an inspiration, right, for everybody to kickstart a career. Did you have any of them when you entered that field of cricket analysis or the area of data where you wanted to explore a lot more?
Yeah, I mean, certainly, if you look at everybody has a role model when they start growing up in respective careers. It could be in cricket, playing, it could be in your professional field, otherwise. So I had, a couple of my guys whom I thought, okay, I should become like them, be like them, and so forth. So, um, Prasanna Goram was one of those guys who really sort of I idolized, and I said, look, I had to work on work front. I'm saying there were a lot of things that I actually picked it up from him. uh, yes, apart from that, all the other learnings that I've had uh, from understanding this industry, understanding the role, and watching a lot of the coaches, gaining some good pointers from them,
Hmm.
understanding what we as an analyst, I as an analyst, I need to do to be able to present it to the players, to the coaches, and what we should not do as well. So there are a lot of learnings through the career, but obviously, you idolize someone, you want to be like them, but you want to get better than them in some ways as well. And we all want to do that, isn't it? We all want to be
Yeah.
better than that one person that whom we idolize. Not in any other wrong sense, in the sense that you certainly want to achieve what they've achieved or just go above them. That's how I see it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, like right now in cricket, especially in T20 cricket, we're seeing that prominence of data being a huge, huge role in deciding games, in following the tactical analysis, and also we can say that T20 has become a data-driven game. So, I just want to know in that you have been working for a very long period of time. You've seen the evolution in cricket. One of the most intriguing part for me was in the last IPL when Owen Morgan was given signs by their team analyst. It was so some of the letters. So I just want to know as to how much has that evolution impacted T20 cricket? Because we've been hearing it, but I want to know from a first-hand experience because you've been telling out to the players, you've been devising strategies. So just want to know from the last decade to now in 2022, how much has that evolved? How much has that controlled T20 cricket at large?
Look, the concept of matchups have actually, evolved over a period of time. Obviously, it evolves with the amount of data that you sort of collect and over a period of number of years. If you look at that way, I think the amount of data that is available in the hand right now is significantly high, and that is actually, that is a pathway for creativity as well. All these showing signs and signals and color codings and all that has actually evolved from that. If you remember watching this against Punjab had a different concept of having showing colors.
Hmm.
KKR had showing numbers and stuff like that. So I mean, it is about the personal touch that they have, as in between the captain and the analyst, or between the coaching staff and the captain inside, about what they do on the field, what they see on the field,
Hmm.
what messages you want to give from off the field, and things like
Yeah.
that. So it's a lot different. Uh, But to be honest and precise, I think it's a lot more than just showing signals. It's about what we discuss, decide in the team meetings, and
Yeah,
how we take that on the field. That's what we see
yeah,
actually, right? And a lot of
right.
them have evolved from from the past to what it is now. It's significant. I'm telling you, the way it is developed, it is. I mean, I cannot even express them in words.
Yeah.
There's so much that has gone through, so much of science, so much of research that has gone through. So no, it's mind blowing.
I mean, you didn't mention about matchups. I would like to talk about one of the negative matchups. As a batter, you know that you have a negative matchup against the bowler. And as an analyst, how do you, tell to the batsman that you got to be wary of him? Is it you how you work on the skill, or is it more of a mental side you work with him, saying that you don't need to worry, you just have to play him out, just go to the non-strikers end. For example, um, just a second, that's a mistake over here. Yeah, yeah. My webcam just fell apart like a batsman's negative matchup. Just a second, just adjusting that. Meanwhile, yeah, just going to that. Yeah, as I was just saying, sir, as a batter, you know that you have a negative matchup against a bowler, and you want to go to the non-strikers end as well, and give the other batter that opportunity. So, as an analyst, do you work on the mental side, or do you say that don't need to worry, you just take the back seat, um, and I'll work on your skill better?
See, it's never like that. And firstly, to reiterate this point, it's not me who is working on the skill with the players. It's the coaches, right? I Are you with me?
Yeah, yeah, you can go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir. You can go ahead.
Yeah. So firstly, it's not me who is working on the technical side of things with the players. It will be the coaches who will be actually doing it. For me, it's more tactical and what message I can pass across. Those 1%ers which will add value.
Yeah. So I've been putting you on solo layout, so you can go ahead. There's no worry. I'm not getting disconnected. I'm on the backstage.
Oh, okay, lovely. Okay, fine. So that's my point. I will try and stay away as far as technical side of things are concerned, because that we what we do is we do that work during the practice sessions, during the preparatory camps, and one or two odd sessions where we will be looking at how the batsmen's positions are when they play and so forth and so on. But apart from that, if you look at whatever little things that we have to discuss with the players, say for example this year, a couple of players did not go well in the tournament, and
Right.
it required a lot of mental side of working.
Yeah.
From the statistical point of view, also there are a lot of mental sides, because they see a lot of stats on the television, what is displayed on the screen, and how that can be manipulated in a better way, and to be presented to our players. That also is an art, and that has to be done in a right manner. It's
Right.
not just gaining the trust of the player. It is not just coaches trusting the numbers. It is much beyond that. The mental aspect of looking at the numbers
Right.
uh, is very important, because by looking at the numbers, your strike rate might read as 150, but you would have already played 14 games and you still feel that 150 I have still not been able to qualify or win the tournament for my team.
Right.
But you will be probably sitting in the top 10 in the tournament rankings in terms of strike rate.
Right.
So that
Right.
can be deceiving, but that can be seen in a positive way as well. So how we uh, uh, project it and take it forward in a positive way to the player. And obviously we got to back them. At the end of the day, they are the ones who are going to come back again next year and perform. So
Right.
it's not like the numbers show what they are, and they're not just good enough for the league, you know. um,
Absolutely.
so the numbers, to an extent, carry a lot of weightage. To an extent, we try to sort of manipulate it to show some good positive ways of thinking as well. But
Right.
predominantly, I think we leave it to the coaches on the technical aspect of things, and tactically, we all sit together and discuss.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, tactical side of game has really evolved, as you mentioned. I just want to know because you've been working with the Delhi Capitals and it's been doing really well over the last 3 years. This season also you were very close in the cusp of getting to that playoff spot as well. So, working with Delhi Capitals, you have a variety of players, and mega auction is such a big factor of it as well, right? Because you had a team which was like a dream team. You had a Rabada, you had an Avesh Khan, you had an Ashwin. Like when a mega auction comes, how much does it dismantle the team and how tough it is to rebuild from there on? Because you lose a core of players, you lose an Ashwin, you lose an Avesh Khan. Because Delhi Capitals have been doing so well, other teams try to target your players. That's one of the reasons why you had an Avesh Khan game going for 10 crores. You had a Rabada who went for same amount of money as well. So from mega auction point of view, how much does it dismantle the team and how tough it is to rebuild from there on?
See, every single player from Delhi Capitals, when they've who have gone out to play for the other teams, have performed extremely well. That shows the quality of talent that Delhi Capitals had in the last 3 4 years, and the way that we carried forward the team, we nurtured the team, we worked with them independently to see how they propel in their batting or bowling, or how they can
Yeah,
be a success story for the franchise. Obviously, every single team, regardless of names, I'm saying this: every single team got their plans hammered in the mega auction, right?
you're right.
Obviously, because if you look at Mumbai Indians, they lost Trent Bolt, they lost many players.
Yeah,
Likewise, CSK, likewise, KKR, and so many others. So my point is that whoever have not qualified this year doesn't mean that they have really not done well or something. But it's just that the tournament got intense as we went into the tournament, and then people with bigger purse, someone like a LSG, someone like a Gujarat Titans, the newcomers into the tournament, and even if you look at Sunrisers in that 5 games that they won in a row, we all thought that I mean, what is happening all of a sudden? I mean, it was a dream run for them that minute,
right,
and then
right,
when they didn't have backups to fill in those
right,
necessary slots, they sort of faltered. Similarly, what happened with KKR, and we had our own issues with COVID, having to battle
right.
inside the bubble,
Absolutely, absolutely.
and loss of players with not being available in the start of the tournament. I mean, a lot of things that didn't go our way initially, and then a couple of main players got injured before they even came to the tournament. So uh, I mean, I wouldn't say it was a disastrous tournament for us, like you rightly mentioned. It was just those small inches, that we lost in every
Yeah,
game, possibly
yeah,
in those close games.
absolutely.
But look, hindsight, you can say so many things. But yes, we could have done better than what it is actually,
Yeah,
what it was. But coming on to breaking the momentum from what it was to what we are today, I think we have fairly done a good work to put up a good squad. I
yeah,
think it's a very young team coming to gel well, and
absolutely,
filling Ashwin's shoes is not an easy thing,
absolutely.
right? And
Yeah, as
same
you
thing with
mentioned about Ashwin,
Rabada.
sir, I just want to ask your thoughts on Kuldeep Yadav, the bowler, because it's been a revelation of a season for him. Many people wrote him off in the T20 format. Many people wrote him off to even enter back into the Indian team. But now Delhi Capitals have shown him the light. And under in Delhi Capitals, you just feel that Kuldeep Yadav is a much more confident bowler, as you saw him in 2017, 2018. What has been the change, sir? Because you just have found a gem in Kuldeep Yadav yet again.
Brilliant, way of summing it up. I think he's had one of the best seasons because the coaching staff backed him 100%. Even before the auction started, we said we are going all out for Kuldeep. That's a definite. And obviously, I don't want to talk about the price cap that we had for him.
Yeah,
We still
definitely.
got him at a very steal throwaway price, the 2 crores. But what we achieved out of him is massive, right? It's a massive success that we've had of Kuldeep Yadav this season. That's because one coaching staff, Skinley, the captain, backed him
Yeah,
every single time, right?
yeah,
If someone came and said to me, "Look, Kuldeep went for runs," yes, he went for runs, but
yeah,
he picked the massive, wickets every time that he came and broke those partnerships. Whether it is, in the last game against Mumbai as well, any
yeah,
other captain, or probably from what they would have thought was 2 overs done, Kuldeep got hit in the second over. I don't think he would have been given on a third over again, right?
yeah.
But he was brought back and he got the third over and he got a breakthrough again. He gave us a breakthrough. So things like that, gives you confidence as a bowler. and that's
Yeah,
probably what Kuldeep needed, and he got this year from Rishabh.
absolutely.
Rishabh, the way he used him, I think yes, one odd game things could have been different, but I think majorly he has done extremely well in handling Kuldeep Yadav. The confidence that he gathered from the captain on the field, off the field, from the coaching staff, the support staff, I
Hmm.
think has been enormous. Yeah,
Absolutely. So before we end the show, I just want to ask you one word or thoughts on Rishabh as a captain, because you see him as a future of Indian cricket also as a captain, and he's
yeah,
got a calm head on the shoulders. He
yeah.
knows that he peps the players up pretty well as well. You've been working with him pretty close for the last few years. How do you see his evolution as a player and also as a captain, and what do you see his progress to be?
Look, he is going to be a captain for future for sure, right? He's going to win you a few World Cups, at least a couple of them. I'm very, very sure for India, and a few IPLs. I'm 100% sure about it. There's no second thoughts about it. Yes, he's learning still, and he's very young. And in terms of having this role, it's a big role. It's a huge responsibility. Um, uh, Look, he has to also focus on his batting one side. He's also been, I have to focus on building the side because it's a fresh auction, big auction.
Yeah,
His inputs were also there, which helped us greatly this year. And I think I have a very strong gut feel that he is going to be that man who's going to be key for Delhi Capitals for future in terms of leading the side and
yeah.
win that first trophy, which we are all waiting for.
Absolutely. I mean, that's very well summed up. Thank you, Sriram sir, for joining. I know you've got a game in few minutes time, and it was a pleasure talking to you. It was great to know your insights about Delhi Capitals and your journey as an analyst. And it's been a short show, but thank you all for joining as well. I'm sure that
Thank
we'll
you.
join you again for more of these kind of tactical inputs and more of cricket analysis. Thank you so much, sir. Have a good day.
Thank
And
you very
guys,
much.
download our app on Boomer 11 and play fantasy contests for absolute free of cost. And of course, you'll also get some really good predictive analysis from Sriram sir, hopefully in the future as well. Thank you, sir,
Mhm.
and have a good day and all the
Thank you
best for the
very much.
match.
Thanks, Abel.